Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Sure. What's on your mind? But of course. What else?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. A transceiver, is it? Yeah, we should have something to do the trick.
He produces a machine the size and shape of a common pasta box, a blue bake-like shell with a black face covered in an assortment of pearl-topped knobs and dials.
A genuine crystal sprack. This is a connoisseur's model, good for picking up foreign milieus.
The Model 9 also comes equipped with a signal purifier to suppress crosstalk, especially good around here with our funky reception. It's about as close to perfection as a transceiver gets, and we're only asking 120 real for it. You'll be back again, I've got a feeling. For the moment, yes. You'll be back again, I've got a feeling.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a lorry abandoned by its owner, stuck in the interminable traffic jam. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the massive brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield. To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. No storm will ever drown Revachol, the great solution to the riddle of history. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights. The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta, it's a dark parody. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use. It takes a few moments, but eventually the transceiver slides from its greased socket mount with an eminently satisfying chung. As you take the transceiver in your hands, the lieutenant bites his lower lip, apparently deep in thought.
Funny, isn't it? The lady driver used this same radio to evade coalition authorities, and now you are using it to contact them directly. It's just ironic, that's all.
Where the transceiver used to be, there's just a rectangular shadow now. It's about the size of a small paving stone and nearly as heavy. Now that you're looking at it more closely, you realize the various dials and meters make it look vaguely like a face. A distinctive triangular logo forms the nose. Not just any face. It reminds you of the grotesque carvings sometimes found in prehistoric caves.
You've surprised me more than once during the course of our investigation, but I have to say it still seems like a remote scenario. An Esteras is certainly nothing to sniff at, but if you compare the feature sets, I would say they are more or less equivalent. I've no reason to be jealous, Detective.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls, but there's a rectangular shadow where the radio used to be, and something strange about the passenger seat. The pull-out toolbox lies hidden under the driver's seat. Some tools have been left scattered near the pedals. You close the rusty old lorry door.
What's on your mind? So your cop ways came through again. Impressive. Let's see what you got. Thought I felt a special sign coming off this one. I'll just have egg pop in a frequency dial here, and we should be set.
Rarely has there been a more apt pairing of man and transceiver. This is a portent of great success.
All right, Lawfarer, we're ready to do this. I have to warn you, though, once we commit, there's no stopping until we've seen it all the way through. No pauses, no second chances. This is our shot. You got it? So any cop prep you got to do, you do it now. We'll wait if we have to. How should I know? It's up to everyone to know their own needs. Whatever keeps your body and soul in top working condition.
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Personally, I'm gonna make sure I've got a steady supply of prep tied handy.
Now he's playing your tune. Better make sure you're ready to blast while circuit bending.
Do what you have to do. We're not going anywhere.
Hardcore church! Nowhere else to go!
Like Egg said,